sit over there. Huh? Yeah. I don't know. Are we? Is this good? Huh? Just test it. Maybe I need to buy a new one. What happened? It wasn't charged. It was charged, but it doesn't work. Oh. So okay. Well, a couple more minutes. Settle down, and then we can start. Yeah. Yeah. Have you tried meditation before, Michelle? No, never. Mm. It's a TED talk given by a professor on meditation, and he said, if you can get one skill in life, meditation is the best skill to get. It changes lives. Yeah, it changes lives. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Mm. Changes people for sure. Yeah.
I was listening last night to a podcast of someone coaching about life, and he was mentioning about the Japanese doctor.
Are we
the
live?
water.
How are we live? Sorry. Oh my God. You didn't tell us we are live. Okay. Well, we're just talking. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Dear.
So, yeah. Praying over water or saying good things that the water crystals are beautiful, kind of like cursing the water or saying bad things.
Yeah, that's
what's
it.
The water and the crystals, they're very weird shape.
That's the famous. Yeah.
He was mentioning, and I thought of what you said.
Yeah, Dr. I forgot. I'm not very good with it, but the Chinese doctor.
It happened in the 90s. He made this experiment in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, good morning, everybody. We are live, and good morning to everyone watching us on YouTube live. I'm hoping some of my new patients will be watching as well. So happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope this is going to be a good year for everyone. Now, last year we talked about focusing on developing a healthy mind. So that theme is going to be continuing, because that's what we do with meditation, developing a healthy mind. And if you have a healthy mind, your body is going to be healthy too, because the mind controls the rest of your body. And so Michelle and Laura are new at meditation, completely new. So I'm going to do a quick recap of what we do here and what the basic mindfulness meditation is about. So here at Nirodha Mindfulness Center, I just teach the basic technique. If we don't know the basic, then we can't really advance. We chose the name Nirodha because it has this meaning. It means the end of suffering, physical and mental, the end of suffering. So that's our purpose. We want to teach this skill to people to help them end their suffering mentally and physically. And we've been doing this for 3 years. So what is meditation, right? Meditation is a practice. It's a practice of raising your awareness and without judgment. So when you practice, you don't bring in any judgments, any criticism during the practice towards what you see, hear, and feel and think. Okay, so you practice, but not many people can go straight into a practice raising awareness of their thoughts right away. So the basic step to get into meditation is to use your breath. Okay, so you first learn how to focus on your breath. And when you raise the awareness of how you breathe, in this present moment, you know exactly how your breathing is. Is it deep? Is it slow? Is it shallow? Is it fast? Okay. Um, so we teach a technique where you breathe very slow and deep, and you know exactly how you breathe. That's the first step. And then once you know how you breathe, you bring your awareness to how your body perceives that breath. Okay. How does it come into your nose? What feeling do you have towards that? Normally we breathe, it's just an automatic thing. The body does it and we don't think about it. We don't have any awareness of how we are breathing at all. And we don't even have the feeling to the air that comes into our body. And we don't have, yeah, we don't have that feeling. So that's the step. First, raise the awareness of the breath, and then raise the awareness of how the air enters the body, and raise the awareness of how we feel towards that air that we breathe in and the act of breathing. So, so when you breathe in, you try to breathe slow and deep, because when you breathe shallow and fast, it's not good for your body. So there's a whole, science behind how you breathe. If you breathe correctly, your body benefits. If you don't breathe correctly, your body suffers. Okay, and that's with anything in life. And after we focus on the breathing, then we started to focus on other senses. So we talked about the how many senses, Judy? 6 senses. And what are they? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So you can go from here down, right? So the mind is the sense that controls the other senses too. And then you go down to the eyes. So the eyes is the seeing sense. And then you go to the ears, and that's your hearing sense. Then you go to the nose, and that's smelling sense. Go to the mouth, that's tasting or speaking, right? And then you go to the body, the skin, the feeling, the sensation. So then when we go into the practice further on, after we learn how to focus on the breath, we learn how to be aware of what other senses are doing in the present moment, right? And again, there's a sense and there's a subject of the sense. So what is the subject of the seeing sense? The subject of the sense is what coming into contact, into the relationship of the sense, right? So the seeing sense, the subject of the seeing sense is what you see. What you see around you. The subject of what your hearing sense is the sound, the noise, whatever you hear. The subject of the smelling sense is the smell, the fragrances, the thing that come into your nose and allow you to perceive that smell. And the subject of the mouth is food, drink, yeah, words, right? And then the subject of the feeling sense is touch, or even the air brushing on your skin. That's the subject of your sense. Now, so you have the sense and you have the subject of the sense. But do you have the awareness of the interaction between the two? So, like when you see something, are you aware of what you feeling towards that thing, or you just see it for the sake of seeing, right? So, let's say we go to the museum and you we look at the pictures or the portrait, instantly you have something to say about that, right? Oh, this is so beautiful. Oh, this is so ugly. Oh, who did that? Instantly, those thoughts are entering your mind, and that is your perception and reaction to that subject of the sense. Okay, the interaction. Now, a lot of us go on our daily lives having no awareness of what's going on between us and what we are, coming in contact with. Yeah, and we just let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. But in mindfulness meditation, we practice raising the awareness of what that is. So that's the step, right? So first is the sense. Second is the perception. What do you perceive from that sense and the subject of the sense? And then it gets you, when you are aware of those two steps, it takes you to the next step, that is insight. You have an insight of what's going on in that present moment. And then once you develop that insight, it leads you to wisdom. So when you get to the wisdom, that is the ultimate, results of the mindfulness meditation. But it doesn't, once you know how to practice mindfulness meditation, all four steps go on at the same time. You don't just go from one to the other. But when you become a really good meditator, all four processes will go on at the same time. Okay. So yeah, so the topic that I chose for today is about empowerment. Empowerment. Okay. And I choose the topic based on what goes on during the week, pretty much, from my interaction with patients and so on. And so this past week, I have a few patients who, talk to me, and a lot of things have been going on in their lives. A lot of things went on, whether recently or chronically over the years, and they feel like they don't have any control. They don't have any control over something, like they don't have power of making things happen for themselves. Okay. So because some other factors outside that affect them. Okay, so this person did this to me, this person did this to me, and they purposely did that to me to jeopardize my chance in life. Or, they purposely did that to me so I will suffer. That's their goal. They want to make me suffer. And I can't make it any difference, right? So, but I believe that if you focus within yourself, you have the power. You can develop this self-empowerment skill that you can control what happens to your future, right? To some extent. Some God determines, right? But others, you can pretty much, your decision. Yeah. So your decision leads to the result, right? So now we talked about this over the past 3 years too. The result happens. For the result to happen, what should come first? Anybody remembers? Awareness, yeah. Of the problem. Right. But if you want to have specific results, effort. You have to have effort. But before effort, action. Yeah. Self-affirming. Yes. right? So the three things, just simple.
Have a plan.
Yes, but that's action too. So just simple. If you want to have a result, you have to have a thought first. If you don't have the thought to want to have that, it's not going to have that. Right? So everything starts with the thought, the mind. Everything. You know that. Now, if you have the thought, then you have to have action to have the result. You can think and think and think and think and think and think, but if you don't act, there is nothing here. So, when I was listening to a video about the law of attraction, law of manifestation, and they say, okay, if you think about something enough, it will manifest, it will attract that. But it will not manifest or attract anything if you don't act. Okay? So, so if you want something to happen, I want to have a good job. Okay. And you have to think about what your ideal job is. But you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. You can't really get a job that you don't have any skill in and expect it to be good. But you can get a job that you don't have any skill in if you're willing to put all the effort into learning. So you're open to learning. Okay, so the action, I'm not saying that you have to, like, okay, some dream job that will bring you financial reward, but it's stressful. You have the skill for that. Do you want to go always for that if you can't cope with the stress? So you really have to be aware. You have to be aware of what's going on with you. Yeah, to want what's best for you. If you don't have the ability to deal with the stress, you're not going to apply for a high paying job that is stressful. Right? But that also takes practice, raise awareness. Are you aware of what you are doing? Right?
I can give a practical example.
Yeah.
I did nursing for 3 years at Ivy Tech. At the end of after all the internship, going to all the hospitals, I just realized that it's not for me. I will absolutely get sick.
Right.
Or fired because I can't sustain the stress that I was supposed to, perform.
Right. Yeah. So
So I said no, in spite of losing a good opportunity to make money, but I had to say no.
Yeah.
No, at the expense of what? Getting killed?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think mindfulness meditation helps us to develop that skill, that the that skill of knowing exactly what's going on inside of us, and always knowing what's going on inside of us in the present moment without judgment. Okay, because if you attach judgments and negative emotions to what you are seeing and perceiving, you end up suffering. But if you seeing things for what they are and have no judgments, no criticism, no negative emotion towards it, then you are going to be able to let go of that. So I believe that we have the power to achieve what we want if we know exactly what's going on in here, and what our potential is. We can easily blame other people, but in the end, life teach me a lesson. If you want the best result, you just have to do it. I don't know. Um, no, but then the other downfall of that is that you can't do everything yourself. You can't do everything yourself. So then this is a huge topic to go into. But um, anyway, I think what you want in life, you can make it happen. You can make it happen, but it's with a lot of practice of mindfulness meditation for sure. Yeah, discipline. Yeah, yeah, empowerment. So with that,
chaos does not work
mm-hmm.
from achieving going from point A to point B.
Yes.
That's what I have noticed in
Yeah.
my life.
Right. So how do you empower yourself to achieve the results that you want? Small step and give faith. Yeah.
Achieve it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So we talk about over the past 3 years. No. So over the past 3 years, we talked about self-love here, and self-compassion, and social support, and all of those things. Now, Hal and Judy and Laura, do you remember the 4 pillars of the healthy mind?
Yes.
One of the pillars is insight. Mm-hmm. Awareness, insight, and what's the other 2? And this is based on research, by the way. Yeah. Connection,
yes.
And purpose.
Yes.
To have a healthy mind, you have to have these 4 pillars. Awareness of what's going on in your mind, right? What's going on in your life? And then connection. Yeah, I mean, the monks who meditate for a whole of their life, they can do it by themselves. But even for people like monks, they have their own community. They communicate with each other. They have the support. We need the support too, but the research shows that you don't need a lot of support, really. You only need one person or one pet. Yeah.
It says that if you can count 1 or 2,
yeah.
Tell me if I'm right or wrong. In the book of Proverbs, it says if you can count 1 or 2 friends in life, consider yourself very blessed.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's enough 1 or 2, but it has to be very strong connection.
It's strong. So this is based on research. Right? You only need one person. So let's say we have children who unfortunately come from a poor background and parents are not there. Parents are addicts, or parent gave them up, or whatever, they abandoned them. So they don't have parental support. But if they have one friend or one aunt or one uncle or one grandparent who is always there for them, support them in a good way, that's all they need, and they will be good in life. One sister, yes. You only need one person, and people who don't have another person as a support, it could be a pet. Now, the study showed that you don't have to be in contact with that person every single day. Once every 6 weeks, if that contact is a meaningful contact, once every 6 weeks, you have a talk to each other, or you go out to do things with each other, and that's good enough. So support. So have awareness, have support. You know, spouses, if you can't get support from your spouse, you can always get support outside of the home and get it from a friend or another relative or a pet. But you need it. Yeah. Or a spiritual mentor, like I have spiritual father, right? So you get that, but it's very important. If you don't have support, you cannot have a healthy mind. Always find that support for yourself, okay? And then inside, when you practice awareness, you have to you have to develop the good insight, right? Not the bad insight. Good insight. So your interpretation of things that go on around you have to be a good interpretation, pretty much. That's the aha moment, right? You you look at one thing, and at the beginning you have this certain understanding about that thing. It may not the good insight yet, and then until one day the same thing, you look at it differently and you say, aha, I got it. That is insight, right? And then if you accumulate more and more insight, it will lead to wisdom. Then you carry that wisdom with you, well, for all of your life, hopefully. Sometimes if we don't practice mindfulness meditation, we can lose that. We can lose that wisdom.
So mindfulness meditation helps us with introspection.
Yeah, looking inside our lives. Okay. So with that, I'm going to start a 30 minutes practice. Yeah. So mindfulness meditation is not about sitting in one place, cross-legged, in a quiet place. Okay. When you have this skill, you can do it any place, anywhere, in any situation. So you can lay down. So Laura likes to lay down. If you want to sit in the chair, you can grab the chair to sit in. You can sit with your legs straightened. There is no rules in what position you should be in, but you should be in the position that you feel comfortable. Because if you have discomfort, it's going to distract your effort, your meditation effort. So assume a comfortable position, and then start to take a few deep breaths in and out. So slow and deep. So breathe in slowly and deeply in, and slowly breathing out. And start, follow your breaths. Now you can close your eyes if that feels more comfortable for you. Some people prefer to have their eyes open. And if you want to have your eyes open, it's best to just look downwards. And breathing in, you know you're breathing in, and you know exactly how your in-breath is happening. And breathing out, you know exactly how your out breath is happening. Deep breath in, and slow breath out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in slowly and deeply. I'm breathing out. I'm going to breathe out slower than breathing in. Breathing in slowly and deeply, and at the end of the inspiration, hold your breath for about 2 or 4 seconds. And as you breathe out slower than you breathe in. And at the end of your exhalation, hold it for 1 or 2 seconds. And then you repeat that cycle of breath in and out with awareness. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In this present moment, that is all we need to know. Breathing in, I am aware of this air that is entering my nose. And I follow that air up in my nose into my sinuses, down to my lungs. And breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. I'm aware that my chest is going down. I'm aware of the air that comes up my lungs, through the sinuses and out through my nose. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. I'm aware of the air that flows into my body. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out, and I'm aware of the air that is flowing out of my body. I'm aware of how the air feels when it enters my nose. It has the refreshing, cooling feeling to it. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. I'm aware of the air that is flowing out from my body, and it has that warm feeling to it. In this present moment, with my awareness in my breathing, I know exactly how I am breathing. And as I feel the air entering and leaving my body, I'm grateful for this present moment. I'm grateful for the air that I breathe in. I'm grateful for this pair of lungs that keep me alive. Through this process of deep breathing in and out, I know it is doing a lot of good for me and my body. I know that my lungs are helping me to get rid of carbon dioxide, which is the toxin that I don't want to keep inside of my body. And as I breathe in, I'm aware that I'm taking in a lot more oxygen through the deep breathing exercise. And I am aware of what oxygen does for me, for my body, for all of my cells. And I am grateful for this present moment. I'm grateful for the air that I'm breathing. I'm grateful for this ability to perceive what is entering my body. Deep breath in And slowly breathing out. If you find that your mind is wandering and is not focusing on your breath, tell yourself, return to this present moment. Return to this breath. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in deeply and slowly. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out slowly, gently. Breathing in, I feel my chest rising. Out, I feel my chest falling. As you breathe in and out and trying to raise awareness of your breathing, you may feel other senses. You may hear something. You may feel some discomfort in your arms or neck. Recognize it. adjust your body posture if you need to. Return to this breath and return to this present moment. Return to yourself. In this present moment, I am empowering myself to be able to focus on my breathing. I am raising the awareness and I enjoy the act of breathing. I am empowering myself with gratitude. I am practicing gratitude for the air that I breathe in. And I am aware of my connection to the universe through this breathing. I am aware that this carbon dioxide that I release, although it is toxin to my body, it is food for the plants that are around me. therefore connected to all the plants that are around me. I am aware that I am part of the universe. And what I want for the universe, I should have it in myself. With each of my breaths, I feel peace. And I want peace for the universe. With each of my breaths, I feel love. Love for myself, love for the universe. With each of my breaths, I feel compassion. I am building compassion within myself so I can give it out to the universe. With each of my breaths, I let go of the unwanted negative emotions that are inside of me. So that I can be a pure part of the universe. With each of my breaths, I am aware of my responsibility. With each of my breaths, I'm aware of what I want for myself. And what I want are all good. With each of my breaths, I'm aware that what I want for myself, I want for all living sentient beings. With each of my breaths, I'm aware that I still have some suffering inside of me, With each of my breaths, I'm aware that there are people out there who are just like me. With each of my breaths, I'm aware that there are people who are having suffering in this present moment. With each of my breaths, I wish myself peace. With each of my breaths, I wish peace for all sentient beings. With each of my breaths, I wish myself love. With each of my breaths, I wish love for all living sentient beings. With each of my breaths, I feel that my body is healthier. With each of my breaths, I wish great health for all living sentient beings. With this practice, I feel joy. And with each of my breaths, I wish joy for all living sentient beings. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. In this present moment, I am aware of what I feel, what I think, what I say. In this present moment, I am practicing thinking the right thoughts, in this present moment, I remind myself to take good action. In this present moment, I remind myself the words that I choose. Deep breath in, slowly breathing out. With the next few breaths, return to yourself, return to this present moment, return to this room, and you can start moving your hands and feet if you want, and open your eyes. That was half an hour of practice. Oh. How do you feel? I feel good. So, yeah. So that is mindfulness meditation. So now we can do some self-love, right? By giving ourselves some massage. Okay. So just rub your hands together, warm up your hands, and put your palms on your eyes like this. And just massage your eyes. And you don't forget to take deep breath in and out as you do this as well, right? You take advantage of that deep breathing technique. That is going to bring so much good to your body. Okay? And then you can massage your face, go up on your foreheads and down to your temples, down to your cheeks. And breathe in and out deeply and slowly. Now you can start massage your scalp like this with your fingers. Go from the front to the back. Okay. And then you can massage your ears. Your earlobes have pressure points right there. So just massage your ears a few times. Okay. In front of your ears, there's a pressure point right there at the temple. You can massage those pressure points a few times. Back and forth. Okay. Now you can massage your head. Use the palms of your hands. Feel those muscles. Are they tight? Do you feel any knots? Yeah. Okay. And now you can massage the shoulder, the trapezius muscles, right here, with the tips of your hands. Feel that? Ooh, yeah. Tightness, right? Just massage out that tightness. Give your body some love. Massage, massage, massage. And then you can move down to the shoulder joint. Massage the shoulder joint as well. Okay. You go down one arm at a time, so massage the muscle of your upper arm, and then you go down to the elbow, massage that joint out, and then you go down to your forearm, and then you go down to the hand. We use our hands a lot, but we tend to forget them. Yeah, so massage, rub your fingers, rub your thumbs, and then between your thumb and your index finger, there's that pressure point that you want to massage. You know, put some pressure onto it and massage out that. It helps you to sleep better at night when you do this. Yeah, before you go to sleep. And then you can change and massage the other arm. Yeah. When you don't have time to go to the spa, you can do this for yourself. Massage your elbow. We haven't done this in a while, so massage out your forearm and go down to the hand. Massage out. Okay. And massage the pressure points. Okay, and now you can massage your back. Okay, you can massage the side first like this, and then rub your back. You're going down the lower back, massage your spine, the SI joint, and around your hips, like that. Then you can massage both legs at the same time, or you can use both arms and both hands and massage one leg at a time. It's up to you. But massage out your hips and your thighs. Okay. And then go down to your knees and massage out your knees. And then you go down to your calves. Okay, now the feet. The feet deserve some love. So you bring the foot up and then massage out the toes and massage the bottom of your feet. Feel good, right? It feels good.
Why don't we love ourselves more often?
Yeah, this
I
is.
always wonder.
Yeah, we don't take care of ourselves often, right? Yeah, we don't take time out to take care of ourselves. But okay, and if you can put your fingers in between your toes, you can do this. You can move your toes like that. But again, you know, if you do the foot massage like this, when you get into bed, it helps you to sleep much better too. Put some essential oil on the bottom of your feet. Yeah. When you go to sleep.
I take essential oil in hot, like a tub, like a small tub, and I just put my feet with essential oil and some salt.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, like Himalayan salt or some salt, and just stay for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you can.
I do that when I'm cold, like when my feet are cold, so I can warm them because nothing works.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than hot water.
Yeah, and you switch legs and you do the same.
Childhood memory.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then you can stretch out like this. So raise your arms up and then bend down, touch your toes. Okay. And then don't forget your breathing, okay? Deep breath in and breathe out. And then come up and breathe in and out. Okay. And then you can do some twisting, but let's stand up and we can twist. And then we'll do some walking meditation here. Yes. So you can twist, you know, I like this. It feels good to do this. The swing sideways or swing back and forth. Like that. And then I like to do this as well. Swing. In, out, in, out. Good. Feel good? Oh, stretch out. Okay, like this. Like that. It's a simple movement, but it helps so much. Yeah. Okay. All right. Huh? Aching, yeah. Yeah. And just, yeah. I don't know. One day I'm going to learn Tai Chi properly, but Tai Chi right now is too slow for me. I prefer fast movements. So I do yoga, power yoga, much better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So let's do a few rounds of walking meditation. But walking meditation, I like the practice because it teaches me that I can meditate as I walk too. Right. When you walk in the park, you can meditate. Yep. So basically, when you walk and you meditate, you raise awareness of what's going on. You know how you walk, how your feet touch the ground. Do you have any awareness of what you're doing at the present moment? Okay. So I ring the bell, and you can step up with right foot, left foot. It doesn't matter much, but if we do it slow, you will step up one step with each bell ring. If you want to just walk gently and just listen to the bell, that's okay too. You don't have to walk one with a bell. Okay, yeah. So just, and then I'm not going to say much either. So basically, you just make sure you take deep breath in and out as you walk. Okay, and here we go. And some people want to just listen to the bell. That is how I was practicing at the beginning. Just follow the sound of the bell. do one more circle. Okay. You're welcome. So the last bit of the meditation is the sharing experience, discussion. So,
do you meditate every morning?
I don't sit down.
Oh.
I meditate now. Now that I meditate whenever I do. You know, I meditate in the shower. I meditate as I brush my teeth.
Okay.
It's meditation is meditation is actually a practice of raising awareness. So as long as you're aware of exactly what you do, but I try to incorporate the deep breathing, you know, because deep breathing in itself activate the vagus nerve, and then it will bring in a lot of health benefits for you. You know, when you activate the vagus nerve, it depends on how long you activate the vagus nerve for, but it does a lot for you. It controls all other systems in the body. If the so the vagus nerve is the main nerve in the autonomic nervous system on the parasympathetic nervous system, right? If that autonomic nervous system is out of balance, the body cannot heal, will not heal. You can give that body nutrients, peptides, medication. If that autonomic nervous system is messed up, the body cannot heal. But, you know, in our life, there's a lot of stress going on, lots and lots of stress, especially in this country. Yeah. And the stress just causes the autonomic nervous system to be out of balance. Too much sympathetic activation and not enough of the parasympathetic nervous system activation. So when you do the deep breath in, you activate that vagus nerve, increase the activity of the parasympathetic nervous system to come up. So then it will, you know, harmonize everything in your body. So the studies on the vagus nerve and mindfulness meditation have been conducted for years, almost 100 years or more, right? Especially in the last 25 years. There's an explosion of studies. Evidence. So it's all evidence-based. So when you meditate, but you don't take deep breath, you get benefit, but not as much as if you combine it with the breath work. So when you activate the vagus nerve, it will it will signal to the cell. So that's a very long nerve. That's your 10th cranial nerve that runs from the brainstem down to your abdomen, and it has a rich network of branches that goes to all of the organs. Okay, and every time you activate that, signals get sent out to all of the organs, telling the cells what to do. And then your body will start to have higher level of oxytocin, the love hormone. It makes us more loving, yeah, and then more endorphins, like feel good, joyful, happy hormones. They get the level will rise, and so, and then many other neurotransmitters and chemicals are being produced by the gut and other cells, the brain cells. And so a lot's going on. So science has proven that when you activate the vagus nerve, it improves your blood pressure, it improves your sleep, it improves your memory, it improves your immunity, it improves your, yeah.
It's like a massage, they say.
Yeah. Yeah. It normalize your hormones too. Your hormones, like the adrenal hormones, the thyroid hormones, and all of that, and the gut health, gut motility too.
Yeah.
So I like to combine the deep breathing whenever I can. I do that in the car. I do that. Sometimes I talk to the patient. When the patient talks, I listen and I do a few deep breaths right there. When I listen to their lungs, I tell them to breathe in and out. I breathe in and out deep along with them. So I do whenever I can. Yeah, but I have to say, yeah. But it changed me for sure as a person. Still have a lot more but to do, but it changed me. Now, the way I reacted to stress in the past is different to how I react to stress now. Yeah. So, yeah. So how was your first experience?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Sometimes my back would hurt, and then all of a sudden I realized that it wasn't hurting, and then I felt it again, then it would go away,
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah. So vagal nerve stimulation reduces pain. Okay.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all of the endorphins being produced, it reduces pain. So whenever I have muscle cramps at night, I just started. I would just start taking deep breaths, and then it will go away. Yeah, and that's how I do. Even like epigastric pain. Now, if I have some epigastric pain, I would do deep breath, and then the pain will go away. So I don't take omeprazole or anything like that.
So with my vocal cord dysfunction.
Yeah.
So I was first told, I can't say that I did it like this, but the breathing techniques are similar. And so as far as like, I think vocal cord can be triggered with stress. Other things can too, but stress. But the breathing
calms it down. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I definitely, when I was sitting here, I definitely felt like, let's say, my foot was feeling like it was going to fall asleep, but then I was focusing on the breathing, and then the next thing I know, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I would kind of like, okay, and then like you said, as far as any kind of discomfort anywhere in my body, I focused more on the breathing and knowing that it's going to help that, and it did.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So you can tell with practice, you're going to see things that you don't see now. Okay, with practice, and it's hard to explain what you will experience unless you practice and try to experience it yourself. When we practice mindfulness meditation on our hearing sense, okay, when I practice that, it helps me not to be reactive very quickly to things that I hear. Just sit there, okay, I'm hearing it, I'm hearing, I'm seeing, I'm hearing, I'm seeing. I'm not going to have any judgment to it. I'm not going. No, because it's very inhuman for us to just react immediately. Oh, Yeah, yeah, but yeah, yeah, but, yeah, and then criticize people, criticize people or something like that.
Quick judgment.
I think now when I practice, I don't criticize. When I'm not in that moment, when I'm not practicing mindfulness, I can easily go into that automatic thing and start, saying things, criticizing things, and yeah.
I'm with you on that. I have noticed that when I practice mindfulness, I mean, the more I practice, the less flighty I am or reactive, the less judgmental I am.
Yeah.
I just let it go. I'm like, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But
When
before I was not like that. I was like, control. I was like, how can I control this thought or whatever comes at me?
Yeah.
Now I'm not.
No, yeah, it changes you.
It does change.
There's a book. It's called Vipassana Meditation in Action. Some changing lives, something like that. But in that book, the author wrote about real life stories of how mindfulness meditation changed lives of the people in that book, and also people from different background. So but it's the thing that you have to keep on practicing, because if you don't practice, you can easily go back to how you were before. Because we keep on talking about the same topic over and over again. There's one topic, just like impermanence. We use impermanence concept a lot. I use that when I look at things. I say, this will pass. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Good or bad. Good things go away too, and bad things will go away too. So I use that concept a lot when I meditate. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Well, that comes to the end of our practice. Then I hope everyone, feel good. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah. So. I wish everybody watching on YouTube and here a very, very good year. Very good year. Great health for sure, right? Lots of love, lots of happiness, lots of peace, and prosperity. Yeah. Okay. Namaste. Thank you. Yeah.